Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Al's Agrology Mecca. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and remember to share. Alright, it has been a while, but today we are going to be looking at the Agricultural Science Paper 1. Let's go. Biodiversity refers to, is it the impact of humans on a given habitat, or the differences in the individuals within each species, or different species of organisms and the variety of habitats in which they live, or is the different habitats in which animals live? And the answer is C. Different species of organisms and the variety of habitats in which they live. 2. Marketing can best be described as value-added farm products, selling goods produced on the farm at a marketplace, buying goods from the market to be sold to exporters, or moving goods and services from producers to consumers. The answer is D. Moving goods and services from producers to consumers. Which of the following are functions of the World Trade Organization? Is it trade negotiation, dispute settlement, monitoring trade agreements? So is it 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3? And the answer is D. This item refers to the graph which shows the relationship between rainfall and the yield of tomatoes during a particular year in a particular country. So as you can see, the yield of tomato remain constant even though the rainfall fluctuates. So the tomato yield is steady because the crop is most likely produced during a hydroponic system, grown intensively in the field, grown on a sandy soil which is well drained. Is the answer 1 only, 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 2 on 3 only, and the answer is 1 only. So it must have been in a greenhouse or a hydroponic system that the rainfall did not affect it. Now the item below refers to demand, supply, and price of tomato in a country. And so, based on the information in the table, the equilibrium price of tomato is $2 because the quantity demanded is the same quantity supplied at the same price, right? A farmer wants to know the number of tools on her farm. Which record should she check? Is it the labor, financial, inventory, or production? And it's the inventory record. Farmer Green purchased a rotavator at a cost of $20,000. The value of the rotavator will depreciate at 10% annually. In which of the following records will the depreciation of the rotavator be recorded? Is it the budget, inventory, crop production, or machinery? And the answer is the budget. Which of the following can be done to speed up the breakdown of organic matter in a compost heap? Is it to gather dead plants and animals faster, add water to the compost when it is dry, light a fire on top of the heap to create more heat, or allow a long time to pass before applying another layer of compost? And the answer is B. Add water to the compost when it is dry. Now, which of the following graphs can the equilibrium price of a product be determined? And the answer is C, as we have the supply and the demand curve. They meet at a certain point, and that would be the equilibrium point. Which of the following are benefits of price support to farmers? Is it economic security for farmers? It provides free farming materials, guaranteed prices for certain products. So is it 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3? And the answer is 2 and 3 only. A farmer is least likely to be guaranteed a good credit rating if he is prompt in taking care of all financial obligations, uses agricultural loans for their intended purpose, works out a realistic plan for the repayment of the loan, or is recalled to work out a payment plan for his arrears, least likely to get a good credit rating, and the answer is D. You don't want to be called back to work out a payment plan for your arrears. That means your credit score or rating will be poor. Which of the following statements describe a partial budget? It contains all income and expense items. It allows for the profitability of different firms to be compared. It contains only those items that are considered fixed cost. It is used in a situation that require a change in the firm plan, and the answer is D. Now this table is from Farmer Brandon's farm, and he has 1,000 units of broiler bird. And so the question is, using the information in the table, the gross farm income for Farmer Brandon's broiler farm is, and we have income items, we have number of birds, 1,000, selling at $20 per bird. We also have other items, fixed cost and variable cost. How do we find gross farm income? And this is your total before you subtract your expenses, whether or your fixed cost or your variable cost or your cost. So the answer would have been 20,000, which is 1,000 multiplied by 20 up here. The answer is D. Now, in maintaining soil fertility, Farmer Jenny planted pumpkin and watermelon among her newly cultivated coconut crops. This method used to assist in maintaining soil fertility is known as, is it cover crop, is it crop rotation, is it intercropping, or is green manuring? And the answer is cover cropping. Now we have this item, it's a diagram which shows one of the life processes that occur in plants. P and Q represent two gases. So we have the sun shining on the plant, we have water plus P, we have an arrow over used by the plants, and then we have the plants, then we have an arrow again and produce, and we have food, and we have Q. Now, the atmospheric gas being utilized by the plant at P in the diagram is it oxygen, is it nitrogen, is it hydrogen, or is it carbon dioxide? And the answer is carbon dioxide. Conventional farming is different from organic farming because conventional farming involves the extensive use of pesticides, fertilizers, and herbicides, or it discourages the use of genetically modified crops, GMOs, or it builds healthy soil and prevents soil erosion, or it promotes good health or farm practices, and the answer is A. Involves the extensive use of pesticide, fertilizers, and herbicides. Which of the following statements best refers to the role of food safety measures? A. Focuses on identifying and preventing the contamination of food. Is it B. Ensures that the food served to customer is healthy? C. Encourages improvement in quantity of produce? Or D. Encourages the use of organic pesticides in crop production? And the answer is A. Focuses on identifying and preventing the contamination of food before it goes to consumers. Which of the following is an advantage to farmers who grow organic crops? A. Is it increased manual labor? B. Higher cost of production? C. No pesticide residues on the crop? More time is spent with the crop, and the answer is C. No pesticide residues on the crop. In economic terms, a surplus is created when A. Supply is less than demand, B. Supply is equal to demand, C. Supply is greater than demand, and D. Demand is greater than supply. And the answer is C. Supply is greater than demand, and so we have a surplus when farmers have more to sell than persons to buy. Which of the following pairs of inputs of production comprises variable cost? Seeds and medication, fertilizers and buildings, medication and machinery, management and buildings, and the answer is A, seeds and medication, because building and machinery, those are fixed costs. Which of the following is not a likely role of agricultural cooperative? Is it A, to provide scholarship for farmers to study, B, assist farmers in the marketing of produce, C, access government support services, or D, enable farmers to remain in business? And the answer is A. So it does not provide scholarship for farmers to study. Here we have a soil profile with horizon A, B, C, and D. Which horizon determines the chemical composition of the soil? And the answer is D. Now, a bag of mixed fertilizer is labeled 71421, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, meaning 7% of nitrogen, 14% of phosphorus, and 21% of potassium. What is the ratio of nitrogen to phosphorus in this fertilizer? And the answer is 1 to 2, which is A. Now, here we have an equipment. It's a rain gauge, and the equipment is used to measure, and the answer is rainfall. So a rain gauge is used to measure rainfall, not wind speed, not air pressure, not relative humidity. The type of germination where the cotyledons appear above the ground is known as, is it hypogeal, multiple, osmotic, or epigeal? And the answer is epigeal. Seeds are formed from, is it the disruption of fruit walls? Is it B, fertilized ovules? Is it C, fertilized ovary? Or D, mature ovules? And it's mature ovules. The use of living organisms to control weed is a practice known as, is it A, cultural control, B, chemical control, C, biological control, or D, mechanical control? And the answer is biological, because you're using living organisms. The process by which plants lose water in the form of vapor to the air, is it absorption, is it respiration, is it transpiration, or is it translocation? And the answer is transpiration. When a cross is made between parents having a single difference in trace, this is referred to as, is it linkage, is it dihybrid, is it monohybrid, or homozygous? And the answer is monohybrid cross. Now, which of the following pest control methods are combined in the integrated pest management approach, IPM? Cultural, biological, medicinal, or chemical? Or B, cultural, biological, mechanical, or chemical? Or C, conventional, biological, medicinal, or chemical? Or is it D, conventional, biological, mechanical, or chemical? And the answer is C, cultural, biological, mechanical, and chemical. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps. Again, remember to subscribe to Al's Agrology Mecca. Remember also to like, and remember to share. Stay tuned and click that notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when new materials are added to Al's Agrology Mecca. Bye.